Good morning. It's a bright and early 4 a.m. start today on a Thursday morning, but welcome into the video. As today, we've got a fairly busy one. Firstly, we need to take XYF, which is otherwise known as Hyperion, over to our St Helens depot. I'm collecting the Aphrodite, as it's just been in for the 6 weekly service whilst I was off yesterday. That's the load, nice and secured for the trip. For today, we've got 4 drops around Newcastle and then a collection later on over at Middlesbrough. Our first job up at Newcastle is realistically 4 hours drive, 170 miles, because we've got to include traffic on top of that. I'm going straight up the M6 and then cutting across the A69, and that'll take us straight to our location. And before going anywhere, we need to get our little espresso machine. Really worth getting. Links are down below if you want one of these. Got to stick this on charge so we can get a nice little coffee later on. And just go plug that into there so it can start charging up. Stopped off at Lincoln Services to get some fuel. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is around 3/4 of a tank. As you can probably guess, a little bit expensive to run these things. It's been a while, but I couldn't resist. The cheeky Greggs, bacon roll and a latte. For £2.80, can't complain at that. Now, talking about Greggs, funny enough, our first delivery point is a Greggs that we're delivering to. It's not a little establishment, it's the big distribution factory they have up in Newcastle. It's quite a big one. And we're taking, I think it's 10 pallets of mince, or mincemeat, what you want to call it. Stuff you have in minced pies. The filling. Now, this is one of the reasons why I absolutely love driving up north. Give me Scotland or driving this way, Lake District or whatnot, any day of the week instead of driving down south. The views are just so much nicer. They really are. And this is my office view for the day. Not too bad, is it? Especially when you're driving up in the peak section of the Yorkshire Dales. It really is a splendid office view for today. Oh, I love driving up here on a clear day. And it's set to be a nice day out today as well. Currently saying 6.5 degrees. I'm sure it will get up to probably about 14 a little bit later on. It's still early though. 7:30 currently, and I've got 104 miles left to go. And we're still on point for about 9:45 arrival after getting fuel. What a nice day it is. Not a cloud in sight. I think I might have said it last time, but just imagine being a farmer working on the Dales up here. You're getting up every morning and seeing this out your window. Then you're getting about on your little quad bike, herding all the sheep. Doesn't sound a bad life, that, does it? hard to think as well that this is the exact same motorway that goes all the way up towards Scotland, but it's also the same motorway that goes down to Birmingham. Complete different views. Just sets you up for the day, doesn't it? Putting you in a good mood. Yeah, got some more big mountains there. Not really too far from the Lake District itself. Just a little bit to the west. And then you come off at a couple of these junctions as well. You can cut through to the lakes that way. Get in the middle lane, go for an overtake. Get past Mr. Home and Bargains. I'm kind of gutted I didn't bring my drone with me, because that view to the right hand side of me right now would make a perfect postcard picture. It really would. You got a little bit of mist, a bit of frost down there by the looks of it going over the hills, so it's a little bit misty. And then you got, it looks to be, I don't know if it's like an aqueduct or is it a bridge for the train. A little village down below. Looks absolutely stunning. Do apologise in advance as well if I keep going over the same stuff. Just going on how nice it is this drive, but yeah, I absolutely love it. The A69 a little bit later on as well. That is a really nice drive up towards Newcastle. It's certainly better than driving past Leeds, Bradford, the M62 and connected to the A1 North. A little bit of a boring road, isn't it, the A1? It's quite lucky we're based where we are, so we have a bit of the option really. We can go either way. Hopefully the camera's picking it up all right. Gotta say, I had quite a nice day off yesterday. Weather was great, real nice warm day. Started on the decking, ripped some of the old stuff up, replaced it with some of the new panels. But one of the main reasons that I was off is we had a hospital appointment with Leanne to get a couple of moles checked at dermatologists. Luckily everything is alright, no issues or anything to worry about, just got one to remove in the future, just to be on a safe side, but they're not really too concerned about it. So that brings up to my next point, is make sure you always check your body for any moles, what are changing or anything else like that, and if you do notice them, get some help. Better be safe than sorry, get them out nice and early instead of it transforming to anything else. Gotta look after your body. Exiting the M6 at junction 43, I think it was, that I just seen. And then we're going to be following it down for Hexham and Newcastle on the A69. Quite a busy roundabout here today. Time is currently 20 past 8. Might be able to get off here before past. There we go. And we've still got a total of 60 miles left. Here's a really nice drive down the A69 and going past Hadrian's Wall quite a bit as well. As our collection is over in Middlesbrough, I think it might be going down the A1 later tonight, and then I'll probably stop over either on the M62 or the M1 depending on what time it is, to take a 9-hour rest so I can continue the journey tomorrow morning for where it needs to be getting delivered to. So I don't think I'll have enough driving hours, to be honest, to make it back down towards our yard tonight. We'll see what happens. If we've got to do a 15-hour day, well, so be it. Do a 15-hour day. And I can extend to 10 hours because I've not used one this week. And if you're unsure as well, you can actually do that twice in a driving week period. What you need to do to extend it to 10 hours for the driving time is take a 4.5 hours driving, take a 45-minute break, and then you got another 4.5 hours driving and then another 45-minute break to extend it for an hour. However, on that last 4.5 hours, if you've only been driving, say for example 3.5 hours, and then you take your 45-minute break, it will extend it to 10 for you because you've taken a 45-minute break. Then after your break you will have technically 2 hours on your driving period. So the last bit, as long as it doesn't go over 10 throughout the day, you're all good. It's a nice little village here as well. I think it's called Warwick-on-Eden. Very nice and picturesque. Especially going over that little bridge. It's lovely. They've even got plastic garden chairs for the bus stop. Oh, that's quite funny, that. I bet the locals around here hate it though when all the trucks start driving through, because it is a popular route for the truckers. It could probably do with a little bit more of a dual carriageway down this way, because you get stuck behind a tractor, which obviously a lot of tractors do travel up and down here due to farms on either side. It can cause quite a bit of a delay, can't it? But other than that, the traffic's always really good driving down here. I've never really had any issues. I can imagine being pretty popular for bikers though in the summertime. Got a little shell garage up here. What else does it have? Let's have a look. By the looks of it, it's a repair garage and a spa. So not too much then, is there? I'd absolutely love to live up here though. Some of the views to the left, you probably won't be able to see it on the camera unfortunately. But you can just see for miles upon miles. Really nice. It's quite tempting to bring the caravan down here one day. I'm sure there's some great campsites just off the A69. Maybe when the little man's a little bit older though. He's a little bit too young at the moment, isn't he, to be hiking and stuff. Gotta keep an eye out for kids stuff, haven't you? When he's only 3 years old. Welcome to North Tyneside. Only round the corner now from the Greggs factory. In total, about 2 miles to go. It's currently 5 to 10, so I made it pretty much bang on the delivery scheduled time of 10 o'clock. I should be there in the next few minutes. Luckily I know exactly where to go now because I've been here 2 times previously. First time I came here, I pretty much drove through the staff car park to drive around to the loading bay where we needed. It was a little bit tight to get through, but it was one of the access gates. And then second time I came here, which was the last time, I thought I'll see if I can get in the way I went out on the first time, and lo and behold you can, and it's a nice big entrance to get in and out of. So I'm going to that way now, and hopefully I'll go straight to the right gate this time, because as one of the subscribers pointed out, I actually went to the business next door. And in my defence, it's quite easy to get mixed up with the 2 gates, because there's a big sign saying Greggs Delivery Gate 2, so you turn left, and then it's a gate which has no sign on it. Well, it's like a drive towards that gate anyway with no sign, and then there's a sign with Greggs pointing to the left, but for the overspill car park it turns out to be, and not the delivery point. And I went up that way, so I turned up. Yeah, mate, I've got a delivery for you. Not for us, you haven't, mate. It's next door. You got to go back down. Turn down to the other gate instead. I'll show you now, just in case you ever come to Greggs making a delivery, you know which way to go. I'm going to be turning left for Salters Lane Industrial Estate. Now you can see a big Greggs factory there on the left hand side, so you know you're going the right way. First exit. Let's go with the first left then. Let's go sit back a little bit, give him plenty of space. See, big sign, Greggs. And then you got the staff car park, which is one of the other ones. And then this sign, it says left. So I carried on straight down that road. And then I've seen this Greggs sign here with an arrow pointing to the left. And I went up there to country style instead of actually coming to this bit. At least I knew from this time around. So it's quite a big factory. I've just noticed as well, all the rigid vehicles, I'm not too sure about the class 1 tractor units, but all the rigids are all P250 Scanias. Nice little rigid trucks then. And we're just delivering here to the right, Bay 20. It's got to be careful of that curb. Not the biggest amount of space, is it? The size of the place. Now we're around all the obstacles. Now I'm just snaking it a little bit so I can keep a good eye on both sides. Yeah, we're okay there. Pull forward through the back doors and reverse it on. Pull out the straps. Get out my little winding gizmo. If you ever buy one of these, by the way, they're really good. Links are down below on the Amazon for you so you know what they are. But they have a little bolt around here, and I do believe they tend to come loose. So what I did before it came loose, get some duct tape, tape it round, and it's nice and sturdy. Never had any issues with it. Then using this little gadget, simply connect it on, feed it through a little bit like so, and it takes about 15, maybe 20 seconds per strap to get it wrapped up. Nice and neat. When you're wrapping them up as well, always leave the buckle on the outside, because when you throw them over, the last thing you want is that to hit someone in the head, and then this side will nice and unravel itself to the other side. And if somebody is walking past, to get a strap in the head and not a metal buckle. Don't mind if I do. I can't quite remember which one of my subscribers suggested visiting the canteen when you delivered to Greggs next, but thanks very much, mate. Literally, I spent £2.20. I've got a coffee, a large one. I've got a pasty and 2 sausage rolls. I promise you though, this video is not sponsored by Greggs, believe it or not. Got to take up both lanes, left indicator on so the vehicles behind know exactly what I'm doing. did take it extra wide. As the trailer only just got round that corner. Slow down a little bit for the tractor. I've got 4 miles until I'm at our destination for job number 2. And it's going to be 9 pallets getting taken off here. And that's just a couple of pallets of tiles. So that should lighten the trailer after this next one. Over at Greg's where I've just been, that was 10 tonne delivered. So I can feel the weight difference already. Thank you very much. And it's in North Shields, the client is. I've just got to hold back a little bit. Just exiting the 1058 and we're following it for New York. Huh. I didn't know there was a New York within Newcastle. Still got half a mile to go, should be there next 3 or 4 minutes. That's a little bit closer than I thought. It should be on this little industrial park around here. Number 15 according to Google Maps, it should be right down here on the left. First time being here, my word, if you were a ticket warden you'd make a fortune right now. All these cars on the left hand side, you could ticket every single one of these. Make a fortune, wouldn't you? Right, need to be careful of the tail swing. At least it's got a nice big turning circle right here. I'm just going to reverse it back, because that's the place we're delivering to, right in front. Get the trailer nice and straight, hazard lights on, and just reverse it back nice and slowly. Need to keep over a little bit more to one side. Job number 3 is only just over 2 miles away and 10 minutes driving. And I've actually been here once before. It's right on the coast. Over this way, near like the dockside. It's Big Biffa. I've just checked on Google Maps and it's the place where I actually got a puncture that time. Oh, might be a little bit tight for myself there. Might have to wait until the bin man finishes what he's doing. Actually, I'll weigh it up when the van goes through, how much space there is. I've got no traffic behind me, so I might wait. Bit impatient, some of these vehicles, like the van here now, trying to squeeze past myself. Not a lot of space whatsoever. Cheers, mate. So far, 2 out of 3 businesses I've been to before. I'm not too sure about the last 2. I don't think I will have been. That middle axle. Definitely don't need that axle down at the moment. Total weight left on the trailer, less than a ton, I'm gonna say. There's only 2 pallets remaining and they're both very small pallets as well, so you may as well save the tyre tread. Still got 2 miles to go. Just got to be careful on this island. Looks like one of them junctions where people just come flying past, especially when it's connected to a dual carriageway. As we all know, trucks don't have the best acceleration, even when light. Sometimes, especially with the MEN trucks, you just can't quite figure out which gear to get it in. And sometimes you try and set off and the gear is just that little bit too high, so you don't get any power behind you. Notice there's no parking, but I'm going in, speak to the guys, get myself booked in, and then when I get given the go-ahead, I can pull trailer across here, offload, straight down, turn around. Right then, it's gonna be tight, but I should be able to just about spin it around here. It's going over to the right, back to your left, try and get a nice position with the trailer, then it's hard turn right. Not quite. Got to do a little bit of a shunt. Just got to be careful with the tail swing as well. Same for the headboard on the passenger side. Luckily, it's a nice and light trailer. Wouldn't really recommend doing that if you got a really heavy trailer on. Now I'm turning it to the left, just so you can see there, making sure none of the cables on the back have got caught. Sometimes to get caught in them little catches, then it just rips your airlines out. So after you do a big manoeuvre like that, just turn your trailer a little bit to the side. I can check the passenger side there, and then I'll go check the driver's side again. There you go, you can see no cables are caught. Unfortunately, it's not the best place around here for trying to turn it round. Our final delivery for today is just north of Darlington. Total of 39 miles away. And we're going over the bridge, which is just by the centre of Newcastle. I always find the landscape of Newcastle being a little bit odd. Now it's a nice place, don't get me wrong about that, but it's quite deceiving, because it does feel quite flat when you're driving around, and you've got parts of Newcastle where you're on the coast, and then you got the docks, and then all of a sudden you're in like a middle of a valley, and there's like 6 or 7 different layers of roads and bridges and everything else, and you're driving across one bridge and it's like a 400-foot drop to the side of you, and it just baffles you a little bit. If you see anything like that on the way, I'll shout it out to you. But yeah, I'm sure it's Newcastle, it's like that. Where you feel like now, I'm on like level ground as such. But looking to my left, there's a huge, huge warehouse. And I'm nearly at the roof. Continuing down the A187. That is a really huge building actually. The Smulders building. This is another lane as well. I'm taking a little bit of both sides. And I've got the right indicator on. Luckily that digger was there to slow traffic down. Go on, mate. Just gotta wait over here. Keep clear of them lines. Now, off the top of my head, I think this is the area that I was talking about before by being different layers, and it seems like you're in a valley or some sort. So it's like now, I'm driving past this on this bridge now, there's another bridge below me, and then below that looks like a river of some sort. And then we're going back up, we've got a bridge above us, it's like another section. So already there's like technically free. I'm probably exaggerating a little bit. By calling it a valley, it's just like a little divot in between two hills. It's not like the Welsh valleys. But if you know the area, you know what I'm talking about as such. And hopefully it makes sense anyway. I don't sound like a bloody crazy person. I'm sure it's further up as well. You see, like, there's a bridge that you're on, and then there's a train track 30 or 40 feet above you to the right, and then there's another bridge to your left, which is really low. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. It's going over a tiny bridge. That really is a big drop, isn't it, from Tyne Bridge? I never realised how high it actually is. Right, I can hear sirens somewhere. I don't know if they're below, behind me. Just try and pull over to the left hand side as much as I can so I can get a good view in the mirrors behind. No, I don't think they're on that road. Sounds like it's getting a bit further away. Still got 32 miles left to go.
Side pedestrian.
Middle lane. Following down the A184. Only a mile and a half away now. Ah, that's that service station we stopped at last time. Only an abandoned van. It's like a van on top of a flatbed, just randomly dumped there in the middle of two roads. It's still there. It's nice what they've done though. It's all nice and clean. Plenty of parking for the trucks as well. Now we're following it down St Andrew's Way. Might actually be this business park that we're going to. Yep, Highcliffe Business Park. Okay, straight on. No site access, please use next entrance. I don't think that's us. There's a big map there. Right. Primo Fabrications. Let's try and find this place. That's a little bit bigger than I thought. Funny enough, I think I've actually been here before. I recognise the building. Unfortunately, it's not the place I was thinking of. The place I was thinking of looks very, very similar, and you can actually drive all the way around. This place, unfortunately, you got to reverse out. Onto a road. Luckily, it's got a mesh fence around, so if any cars are oncoming, they can see me coming out. Take it nice and slow. Stay around to the right. There we go, last delivery done. Luckily it's a nice quiet cul-de-sac anyway, not a busy road. Now that is definitely something you don't see every day. It's a double-decker bus being turned into a zip line, and it comes from right up there. That looks pretty cool, doesn't it? Our final job is a collection over at Middlesbrough, 21 miles away, and we're due to get there for about 20 to 3. Now on my notes it states collection point is from like 10 AM till 3 o'clock, so hopefully we can get there, get loaded, and then we can start making our way back as far south as possible. Now I don't think I'm going to get back because I don't really have a lot of driving hours left. I'm going to say with an hour extended after having another break later on, I'm going to have a currently total of 3 hours and 40 minutes. Now I think it's about 4 hours drive from where I am now, never mind driving to Middlesbrough first, which is 40 minutes away. At the time it's just hit 2 o'clock. I've just been on the phone to Adam out of the office, and the stuff I'm collecting today doesn't have to be delivered until tomorrow between 8 and 12. So that means if you get here on time before 3 o'clock, get everything loaded as to plan, I don't really need to rush as such to get back because I've not got enough driving hours, so there's no point extending it out as far as I can and dragging my hours out to do a 15-hour shift if I can't make it back anyway. So I'm thinking to myself, if I get past Leeds, maybe Hartmore Services, I'll probably stay there for the night. Or I could go to, I think it's Skelton Lake, is it? The one just on the outskirts of Leeds. They're quite good services. I might just stay there instead. Either way, just go play it by ear for now. But at least I know it's not too much of a rush tomorrow. So I could possibly pull up somewhere, get up at 6 o'clock, get on the road for 7, be there for 8:30. It's not bad. Entering Middlesbrough now, and we're on the A66. And we're 2.5 miles away from our collection point. Now you've got another football stadium there to the left in distance. Middlesbrough Football Club by the looks of it. And we're following for Teesport. So we'll stay in these 2 right lanes. Now, I've been to Middlesbrough a couple of times. I'm not too sure if I've been to this place that I'm collecting from. I don't recognise the business name. But you visit that many different places when you're doing driving, sometimes you recognise them when you get there. Straight across this roundabout. Well, there's not much of a roundabout anymore, actually. The time is 25 to 3. Should be there in the next few minutes. Staying on the A66 for the time being. Just pulled over to check Google Maps and I couldn't have picked a better place to pull over for 2 seconds. I can't find the business that I'm looking for, but however I found this. This is pretty cool. Scottborough's tipper there, onto the digger, onto the conveyor belt. And then it gets processed on the other side. I've gone inside, spoke to the guy on the weighbridge. Turns out we're collecting 48 bales, not pallets. So that's going to be fun. I'm not too sure whether it's going to be like aluminium tins or anything like that, but it's most likely going to be cardboard. Unfortunately, I got a little bit of a queue to wait in. Is it just me, or do I always get the rubbish jobs? By the looks of it, it's going to be this lot. Mate. And there we have it, 48 bales of plastic being recycled. Now all we need to do is make it nice and secure for travel. All weighed off at the weighbridge, got the paperwork, and the total weight we are currently at is 41 tonnes. For our delivery point, you're looking at about 2.5 hours with traffic included, 114 miles away. However, I've only got 2 hours left on working time. It's 10 to 5 at the moment, so I'm on hour 13 of being on shift. I could do a maximum of 15 hours. I stuck it on break because I had to wait around for an hour for the guys before they started loading, so that's cleared the extra 45 minutes needed to extend the driving time for an extra 1 hour, so we could do a 10-hour drive if needed today. And again, that is still within the 2 hours. I'm going to drive as much as I can far down south for about an hour, and then I'm going to start looking for a decent place that I can stay over. Hopefully I can get to Skelton Lake Services. I think Skelton Lake. Is it Skelton Lake, the one by Leeds? Anyway, we'll find out if we make it there in time. If not, then, oh, the coffee's ready. I've got to have one last coffee for the evening. We're having a nice little espresso for the road. Would you just look at the creamer on that for an espresso on the go. And after doing 13 hours already, with another hour or two to go, nice strong coffee is needed. In case you are interested in one of these machines, getting it yourself, the link is down below, and also there is a discount code for you as well to get a nice little 10% off. Judging on the traffic leaving Middlesbrough at 5 o'clock, I'm not even confident I'm going to get that far south. So I've got 1 hour and 55 minutes to go. That's if we want to do the full 15 hours, maxing everything out. So I'm going to give it an hour and then try and find somewhere to park up. So I've got an hour then to try and find somewhere. As the only problem is, when you're pulling into some of the service stations after 5 o'clock, there's limited spaces for parking. So it's not really ideal. You need to try and get there early as you possibly can if you're staying out somewhere, so you can get yourself a nice little parking space underneath a light close to the services themselves. Whereas by the time I get there after 6 o'clock, it's going to be a case of find what you can or move on to the next one. So always give yourself plenty of time, especially at the end of the night, because if you can't get to one service station, you got to carry on to the next, and then so forth. You don't leave yourself too short. Now let's go join on to the A19, and we're going to be following that southbound. It's now 6:15. Let's see how busy these services are then. Looks to be a couple of spaces free. Not a lot, but a couple. Ooh, what do we have for dinner? It looks really full in here actually. Oh, look at that, I've got space right there. Oh no, no. 2 small trucks are in there, little 7.5 ton. Same with there. Ah, there's one. Straight to bed. End current work period. Job's a good one. Not a bad little spot if I say so myself. Off to the services we go, pay for parking and get some dinner. Choices. Got McDonald's, Nando's, KFC, noodle bar behind me, or Greg's. And don't really fancy Greg's, I've had too much of that today. I mean, we do have a Pizza Express options. Sometimes you just got to go for the cheaper option. Well, that's dinner sorted out for this evening. Time to head back to the cab. Before I do forget, even though we are in the services and everything should be safe, let's get that back door open. Because if any thieves come around, they'll be like, well, I don't want no plastic. And now we're back in the apartment for the night. We'll finish editing the vlog, get that done, get it out of the way. And then I'm going to put my feet up, watch the new episode of Jack Reacher, or Reacher shall I say, on Amazon Prime, because that got released today.
Come on, Daniel.
There's literally nothing on the TV these days, is there?
£4,000.
Before I do forget as well, I'd like to give a huge thank you and a huge shout out to fellow YouTuber and trucker vlogger On The Road Again. Go check his channel out, it's really good. He's been off the road for X amount of years and he's documenting his journey back into the HCV game. So if you do enjoy my type of vlogs, you will enjoy his. So thanks very much, mate. I really do appreciate the support, and everybody else as well, thank you. And with that said, it's time to go to bed and it's 10 to 8. I'm knackered, as you can probably tell with the eyes. Good morning, world. Would you just look at that for a morning view? Absolutely stunning. Time's just gone 5:30 and we're doing some vehicle checks, make sure we've not picked up a puncture whilst we're at the yard yesterday. Everything seems to be all right. Tyre tread feels good as well. Good to see nobody's stolen the plastic waste. And then close that door before we go anywhere else. Got the bag with me, head over to the services, have a wash, feel a little bit more human. It's a lot more quieter this morning. That's one reason why I like staying out in services. It's just so peaceful in the mornings. Well, that feels a lot better, to say the least. Nice little wash, a little bit fresh, and it's even quite fresh this morning as well, so that's good. It's just gone 6:30 and we're due to get there for 20 to 8. We don't actually need to be there until 8 o'clock, so we've got plenty of time now. And it's a total of 47 miles away and just over an hour drive. Oh, today's going to be a good day, folks. In weather-wise, anyway. I can't guarantee everything else, unfortunately. But day 2 on our little trip. Wasn't a bad night's sleep overall. Pretty much slept straight through from just gone 8 o'clock until about 5:30 this morning. Must have needed it to feel a lot fresher today. "47 miles to go. Been fed and watered. Now let's get out of here. Gonna be jumping onto the M1 southbound, following it down towards Leeds, jumping onto the M62, following that down, right down towards Manchester. I've not actually looked at the address properly where it is. Just had a little Google map and it looks like it was in a little, in the middle of nowhere, to be honest with you, down some little lane. So hopefully it's not too bad. And I don't think it was too far from, like, Bury, I think it might have been. It's just off the M60 ring road. We've got half a mile left on the M60 before coming off for junction 16, and by the looks of it, on the other side of the road there may have been an accident, and that's what's causing all the backlog on this side, because everybody's probably slowing down, rubbernecking to see what's going on. The other side of the motorway, it's literally only a handful of cars coming past that time, and I believe they're the cars what are coming from the A666, which is the next junction down. There's not a lot of traffic at all on the other side. Be able to get a better view now as we get a bit closer. Can't see all the trucks in the way. Yeah, looks like there's only cars coming down from that junction. You can't see anything coming further down the motorway. So there's definitely been an accident there and it's closed. Hopefully it's not a bad accident. See lights up ahead on this side of the motorway as well. Where are you going? That's a hard shoulder, my friend. I did not expect a car to be pulling on from the hard shoulder. And I think the only reason they came off the hard shoulder then got into this lane because of a police officer sat there on the hard shoulder further up. Wonder if that police officer seen the little Seat Ibiza on the hard shoulder. Oh, he's getting out of the car. He's walking down. Oh, he's been caught. Oh, karma.
Side pedestrian.
Oh, that copper was on it straight away, wasn't it? Oh, I loved it. Oh, it's one of my pet peeves that when people start driving on a hard shoulder just to try and skip a bit of traffic, it's so dangerous. If there's a vehicle breakdown or anything like that, it just causes accidents all the time. And you know what? The copper spotted them and they thought they could try and sneak in. Not long left, only a mile away. Now I'm going to be turning left. Oh, is it after these lights? Right, Wheat Bridge to the right. Okay, so we're going to the left, so we should be okay. Looks a bit of a tight one, so I'm just going to take up both lanes. Left indicator on. Got to take it nice and wide, got all these barriers up. And it's somewhere down here, which I wasn't expecting. Oh, I do hope I'm going the right way. Got to put it in low gear. Let the engine brake do its work. Max 20 miles per hour. Where are we going? got there? MEL Goods, maybe? Oh, he's going back for me. I'll pull over here, let him go forward. Thanks very much, mate. Right. Where are we going? I don't have a clue. It's got to be down here somewhere, hasn't it? Junction Eco Park, maybe. Right, let's go speak to security anyway. They probably know. And there we have it, right in front of us. Nice big yard, which is quite good really, because it's a little bit of a tight road to get down, wasn't it? Okay, strictly no parking. All riding vehicles to the left. Right, okay, one-way system by the looks of it. Plastic recycling. And straight onto the weighbridge, get ourselves booked in. Now we've arrived on site, just need to unstrap all the bales, do the curtains, whilst I wait for the FLT guys just to give me a shout to go around the corner so we can then get unloaded. Look at it all. It's loads, and that's just one little section. I'm not gonna lie, this is hard work. It's the last strap to get across, and it's such a pain. God damn it. I can't get it over, it's stuck. I feel like I've done a shoulder workout at the gym. They are killing. Trying to get straps and just tugging them over the little bales at the top. It's next to impossible. You got to stand quite a bit away from the trailer and like swirl it over to try and like get it over, then pull it, then twist it over again, then pull it again. Yeah, it's like a proper gym workout. And yes, just in case you're wondering, it smells as bad as what it looks. Been called round to unloading area now with the FLT guy. That's certainly a little bit better, isn't it? That's the first job done and dusted. Time is now 9:10, and go phone the office in a minute to see where we're going next. Try and budge my way through. It's really busy around here, isn't it, at the moment? Cheers, mate. We've been given our next job, and it's a collection from over our friends at Knutsford. So collecting all the tiles. Now to get to Knutsford from here, what I need to do is jump onto the M60 ring road. So the M62 is just up here, follow it northbound, come off at the next junction, M60 ring road, follow it all the way around, and then join onto the M56, come off at the I think it's going to be the 556. Let's let these bin men out. And then follow that down all the way to Knutsford. Nice and easy. If there's one thing I could change about the roads in today's day and age, is would have every single roundabout like this one. As you can see on the floor, you got a green and you got a red. Nice and simple. And if you're turning to the right, you just follow the red lanes. If you're going to the left, follow the green lanes. It would solve so many issues with people cutting up the road or getting in the wrong lane or causing accidents. It would just make it so much more simpler, isn't it? Just follow the colour which is on your side of the road. And now this is one of the only roundabouts I know actually do this, and it works. It really does. So the green have gone off to the left, we're in the red. If you want to get back onto the M60 ring road, you're on the green on the other side. Simplicity at its finest. Time's just hit 11 o'clock and we're over at our Knutsford collection now. I think there's 8 pallets scheduled to be collected, but I think they've got a few more, so I might have to wait around a little bit. Do a little bit of plane spotting whilst I went to get loaded. Just gone 12 o'clock. I've had a 15-minute break already. I'm just trying to find somewhere to park up, so to take the rest of the 30-minute break. But it seems really busy in here today. Right, I've got a spot. Park it up next to this red truck. Go down here and then reverse back. Nice and easy. Perfect. And now we're parked up at Lim Services. It's time for some dinner. Nice and simple. Pot noodle, Bombay bad boys. Always worth keeping a couple of these inside your truck. They never know when you go, come in handy. I can't bother eating any fast food stuff because I've eaten too much crap over the last few days. I'm up to way with Greg's, honestly. So a pot noodle is going to be today's choice. Also, I've been given 2 collections, and the first one is over in Woolston, and then we've got one in Earlham after that as well. 7 pallets from this client. Our next job is 5 miles away and approximately 10 minutes drive. To be honest, I think it's going to be a little bit longer than 10 minutes. And it's going straight up the A57, following it down towards Cadid's Head. I think it's the A57 off the top of my head. Might be the A56. It's got to reverse it up the ramp. Place it anywhere in the middle, he said. Get forklift loaded up. I've got to say, overall, it's been quite a good few days, hasn't it? Nice little overnight stay last night at the services, which was good and was relaxing, really. I had a great night's sleep. I really needed it as well. Nice drive up to Carlisle and then cutting across the A69 over towards Newcastle and then down to Middlesbrough for the collection of the plastic recycling. And then delivering it this morning, so we're seeing a little bit behind the scenes what goes on some of the places we've been delivering and collecting from. And then today it's been a nice and easy collections as well, and to top it off, which is even better because it's a Friday, I'm currently getting unloaded at the hub and it's 3:15. Yes, that is right, 3:15, and I'm getting unloaded. I should be back at our yard in the next 15-20 minutes, so just gone 3:30 on a Friday, finishing. I like it. I've got the run through for Monday as well. It's going to be another night out, so it's going to be another long vlog, so I do hope you do like these little mega vlogs that I've been doing. And we're going down to London, so it's been a while since I've been down London. It's probably, I'm going to say about 6 weeks. It's probably not been that long, to be fair, but feels about 6 weeks. So thank you very much for watching. If you did enjoy it, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you again next time. As always, take care of yourself. Have a great day, have a great week, and always keep on trucking. Bye for now.